So today what we're going to do is install some XOTIC head studs into our LLY Duramax. There's our box. She's a little dirty. We went with XOTIC Performance head studs. These fit anywhere from 01 to 16, from your LB7 to your LML. I'm sure they probably even fit the L5P. We got them all installed. These studs were like half the price of ARP studs, and from what I can gather, they're a Canadian company, and so they say they are a stronger stud than ARPs. Whether that be true or not, I don't know, but for half the price and the way this product turned out, I have no problem going with these studs. They seem to be very strong. The packaging was excellent, and when I actually ordered these studs, I got them home. I posted a picture and I tagged XOTIC Performance in the picture of these studs, and what they did was they actually posted my picture under their story, which was kind of cool. First company that's ever actually recognized my business and actually kind of made me feel like, hey, these people actually care, where a lot of these big name companies don't give a shit whether or not you buy their product or not. It was kind of neat that they posted my picture on their story and tagged me in it. So without further ado, I'll show you how I installed these head studs. So here's the studs fully installed into this engine. We got our smaller studs up here, just the bolts, the 4 up front. And we got all the studs installed on this head with the assembly lube, everything all torqued down to spec. When you buy these studs, you'll get the instruction sheet somewhere. I don't have it, but it's a very detailed sheet that shows you. Here it is. I found it. Bear with me. So when you get it, it looks a hell of a lot nicer than what it does here, but it gives you a full instruction from start to finish. And here it is here showing you your getting to action. Step 1 through 6 shows you your sizes. So your M8s are your small 4 bolts that I just showed you. It tells you got to torque them to 25 foot-pounds, and your M12s, which is all of these here, torque them down to 125 foot-pounds. What I did was separated that, or divided it into 3, and did the 3 equal step torque sequence. That way they're not all like 125, 125, 125, so on. It was divided into 3 somewhat, and you torque them down nice and slow all the way across. Doing it that way does take some time, but it's worth it just to do it right, and that way you know it's done right when you're done, because you don't realize when you're at this point how far down it really takes to get down to this point again if you did screw something up as simple as torquing them down incorrectly. Just do what the instructions tell you and you should have no problems. So I turned a little light on for you. Show you again. Here's your studs nicely installed, your smaller 4 up top, and the regular studs here. Got that on. And here's our powder coated valve covers, just sitting on there looking pretty for now. I think we're still gonna clean up the heads a little bit. As you can see, they got their irregular aluminum corrosion. Once we get them all together, we'll probably mask off the engine surface and the valve cover and give it just a little cleanup, maybe spray it with some aluminum paint, as like we did here on the diff, the bracket, and the idler support. Just make it look a little cleaner. But we're getting somewhere, definitely. In the next video, we'll probably throw the valve bridges, or whatever you want to call them, and the rocker arms, and we'll show you how to torque them down. What we're gonna have to do soon is set our valve lash, which is pretty easy. I just wanted to fill you in on that. That's about all we got going on right now. So I guess stay tuned and see what we get into next.